Really? 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 I get home from work, I can't even leave for work for one fucking day without you disrespecting my Madden title. It's sitting on my toilet. It's sitting on my toilet. This is not how I wanted this video to start out. I have a lot of stuff to say, actually. I hope it doesn't get over 1 hour. Because you're right, I talk a lot. I'm long-winded. Disrespect. This was never personal. Well, maybe about an hour ago it was personal, but it was never personal. But now you made it personal, Gar, because it's clear to me, in fact, crystal clear. It hit me like a bolt of lightning that you do not care about the Madden title. You disrespect the Madden title. Take a deep breath. We had ourselves a little tourney last night, didn't we? Yeah, I'm using notes. God forbid. One time. We had ourselves a little tourney last night, didn't we? And I'm going to try to speed this up and go through this quick. We had ourselves a tourney. It was going to be a friendly tourney, but I decided, hell, why not include the tourney that I created for my Madden Championship that's sitting on my fucking toilet. And I let Gar win in our side of the bracket. I mean, I guess I didn't let him win, but I was the Cleveland Browns. You were the Minnesota Vikings. Kyle forfeited to Brad. That's a way to start your career, Kyle. Brad got crushed by Nate, and Nate got crushed by Garlic. So, lo and behold, Garlic will be playing me on March 28th for the Madden Championship. Lifestyles. We talked about lifestyles. Yours is never give up. You show, never give up. You act, never give up. You display, never give up. 24 hours, 7 days a week. You're goddamn right you do. And I respect that about you. However, you didn't give up. You didn't show never give up last night. But I'm going to let that sit to the viewer's imagination because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ron Paul. I don't even know if you can legally say Ron Paul, binding our contract from January 2nd, 2012. About as good at this promo thing as you are, Gar. 297 starts, you mentioned, by Brett Favre. That's a hell of a number. Let me give you another statistic. 4 days. 4 days. March 18th. Because in 4 days, it's going to be 46 days. 1 day longer than your longest reign ever, Gar. In 4 days, I'm going to be the second longest reigning Madden champion of all time. CM Punk. You do not talk. Actually, you know what? You talk about CM Punk. You go ahead and talk about him all you want. You're saying he's a quitter? Go ahead. You know what? Because you're right. He is a quitter. And more power to him, but he is a quitter. Something I am not. And something I will never be. Because what you see is what you get. And that's the best in the world. That's the World Madden Champion. And what looks like the probably most important part of this video, or maybe second most important, is Richard Sherman. I tweeted on Twitter, I quoted Muhammad Ali, which was a tweet retweeted by Richard Sherman himself, saying, "I am the greatest." And I said that even before I knew I was. I'm going to take a stab and say that when Richard Sherman was about 16, he said he'd be the best cornerback in the game. And then he turned 17. He probably had himself a little birthday party, played football out in his little neighborhood in Compton, California, somewhere I'm not from, you're correct. And he said he was going to be the best cornerback in the game. And then he turned 18 and became legal, I believe they call it. And he went to college and he graduated with a degree. And he said he was going to be the best cornerback in the game. And then he went to the draft. He went to the NFL draft, the combine. And he said, I'm going to be the best cornerback in this game. And he got drafted and he told his head coach, whatever the fuck the Seahawks head coach name is again. I forget. He's got gray hair. He told him, hey, I'm going to be the best cornerback in this game. And he was a rookie, and he said, hey, guess what? I'm going to be the best cornerback in this game. And then a mere year later, he won Super Bowl 40, whatever, and he's the best cornerback in the game. If I could be afforded a little bit of your time, I want to take you back to 2011. In fact, it was November 1st, 2011. I said I was the best in the world. I faced several losses. Several losses. I went into a good stretch of nothingness. You're right, it wasn't 2 full years. In fact, 2013 was a pretty great year for me. 2012 sucked ass. 2013 was great, but no championship wins. Faced a lot of losses, but the fact remained, I kept claiming and proving that I was the best in the world. I joined with Josh, and I said I was the best in the world. Broke up with Josh, and I said I was the best in the world. I beat you on January 5th, Gar, and I said I was the best in the world. I lost to you on January 10th, 2012, and I said that I was the best in the world. And now here we are. And I'm the best in the world. Me and Richard Sherman are, in fact, a lot alike. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's a fact, and you know I like those. Here's a fact. You beat Brad, you beat Nate, and you beat Kyle Garlick. Congratulations. Because that's what you said you were going to do. But from now on, it's all going to be about that. Because no longer will this mean nothing. This will no longer mean nothing like it has for so long. I said when I got my hands on the belt, I was going to make the Madden Championship mean something again. I was going to make it fun again. That's exactly what I've done. March 28th, I'm going to be holding this. We're going to be looking at that. And I'm going to be sitting in that chair, kicking your ass and winning my Madden Championship. This is not ballet. This is not dance practice. This is the Madden scene, and I'm its champion. From now on, every video, every argument, every fight, every bar mitzvah or kitzvah or whatever the fuck you guys called it last night, every disagreement will end with the Madden champion holding the belt high above his head, because that is what matters. It's exactly what's going to matter on March 28th. Because the World Madden Champion matters. Right now, that's me. Best in the world.